Welcome to Let's Talk About It Buffalo Podcast with your host, Anthony Stevens, right here out of the beautiful city of Buffalo, New York, the city of good neighbors. Welcome to season number 1, episode number 1. I'd like to take this time to thank all of our sponsors all over the world who sponsor Let's Talk About It Buffalo Podcast. If it wasn't for you, there would be no podcast. Thank you for your acts of kindness and generosity toward this podcast show. If this is your very first time joining us here on Let's Talk About It Buffalo Podcast, why don't you give yourselves a round of applause? We thank you so very much for joining us here on Let's Talk About It Buffalo Podcast, the city of good neighbors. Again, we'd like to say Happy New Year's to each and every one of you out there on this beautiful Monday evening right here from the great city of Buffalo, New York. All of our social media platform information is in the description of this podcast show right now. We'd like to also invite you to join us on the Rumble app. You can join us on the Rumble app at Let's Talk About It Buffalo Podcast. Also, you can join us on YouTube at youtube.com/Let's Talk About It Buffalo Podcast 23. You can join us there and you can watch us on YouTube. We're so excited for you being a part of all of our Facebook, Instagram, and also our Twitter pages. We thank you so very much for being a part of our social media platforms along with our listening platforms. We want to thank you so very much. Again, we'd like to welcome you on this evening to this podcast show. I am your host, Anthony Stevens, right here from the great city of Buffalo, New York. We're so happy to be back in the beautiful city of Buffalo as we traveled to and fro from Baltimore, Maryland to Buffalo. We had a wonderful Christmas time with the family. We enjoyed each other. It was awesome to celebrate Christmas and New Year's together with my family. What an awesome time we had in the city of Baltimore, Maryland. We're back here on the grounds and we're ready to go. I told you that we're going to start off running, and we're so excited to be running again this podcast, this new season, and these new episodes to come your way. We have some great, amazing people that will be a part of our podcast, but we are so excited for you joining us on this wonderful Monday evening. Our new starting time, 6:30 till 7 p.m. And that's amazing that we have changed the time and we're able to get this show out on this beautiful evening. So again, we'd like to welcome you to this podcast show tonight. Also, don't forget to be a part of our online merch. I just want to take a minute and talk about the merch for a second. It is very important that I say this. All the people that are supporting us with the online merch, we thank you so very much for your hospitality, your due diligence by purchasing your merch. Again, we want to thank everybody that's joined us on the merch. Can't say it enough. If you have ordered merch from us, we want to thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, it is a great opportunity to share with you. As you can see, again, we talked about this when we were in Baltimore, Maryland. Be the best at what you do. We talked about that. There are videos on YouTube, also Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. If you didn't get a chance to catch those videos, you can do so by going to YouTube right now At the end of the podcast, you can go any time of the day you want to see the video that we did on being the best that you can be. I'm so excited tonight for this new season in the year of 2024. I have some great things that we're going to be doing this year. This won't be a very long podcast as normal, but this is a very inspirational podcast to all of my listeners out there. We have some new things going on that I want you to be a part of. And I don't want you to miss some of the things that we're going to be doing. I'm so excited, and I hope you are too, to be excited for us as we move into this new year. It came in very strong. It's already 8 days already in the new year, and I'm so excited about the things that we're getting ready to accomplish in this new season. I know this is season number 1, episode number 1, but we're so excited for the opportunities that we have to share our message with all of you across the world. Again, we want to thank all of our countries that are joining along with us. Thank you so much for all the countries, all of our number 1 supporters who have been supporting us in the year of 2023. And now that we started this new year, you're still supporting us. Again, we want to thank you, all of our sponsors who take out time each and every time to really sponsor our show. We give you a round of applause. You have helped us again in this season. Ladies and gentlemen, we're working on brand new equipment, and I'm so excited about the new equipment. Is because of you and the ways to give. Let me just take a moment and say the ways to give is helping us share our message across. And because of the ways to give, you are giving into us and pouring into us. And we want to thank you that supported us through 2023. And again, we're excited about 2024 for the people who are giving to us in the ways to give. It is a very important thing that we're trying to do. We're trying to reach the world through a message, and because of it, the ways to give is helping us be able to enhance more of our podcast show. As you know, you can join us on the Rumble app. As I said before, we are on the Rumble app. I tell you, we get a lot of messages on the Rumble app. And again, I want to thank everybody who supports this podcast show wherever you are. Thank you so very much. This will not be a very long show. I just want to come on and greet all my listeners. And we want to thank you for everything you did in 2023. I can't say it enough, and I thank my team for their support. As we put out these shows, we're looking to better our podcast shows. We're going to have some guests, and I tell you, it is going to be amazing on the guests that we have on the show. So I am looking forward to having the guests on our show, and we can't wait to do our guests on the show. A lot of professional people that we're bringing on to this platform to share information with you all over the world. And our motto is to give you information that will help you grow thereby. That's what we do. That's what we are looking forward to do. And sharing that information with you will help you in the long run. I want to just say happy birthday to all the birthdays today. If you're celebrating a birthday across the country or across the world, happy birthday to you. We trust that you're enjoying your birthday. And we just want to celebrate you today. Happy, happy birthday. Well, I just got a few more minutes to share on this wonderful evening. And as I took out some time to say hello and greet everybody across the world, I just want to say that we're so excited for the Buffalo Bills. Ladies and gentlemen, the Buffalo Bills are the division champs for the 4th year in a row. And we're so happy for the Buffalo Bills. It was a little scary moment for us, but we pulled out the game. And I'm so happy that the Buffalo Bills has become the division champs for 4 years in a row. And that's something really to be excited about. But the amazing thing that to be excited about is when we win the big one. We have Pittsburgh on Saturday, but to be able to get to the big one, we got to beat the teams that are in front of us. So I'm so excited about the Buffalo Bills winning their division. I know that many of you are happy for the Buffalo Bills. It's been a long road for us, but again, we are so excited for the moment that the Buffalo Bills become the East Region Division champs right here from the beautiful city of Buffalo, New York, the city of good neighbors. Again, thank you for joining us on the Rumble app. We have so many people chiming in. We want to say good evening to you from the Rumble app. If you're joining us on WordPress.com, again, we want to just say thank you for your love and support on WordPress.com. Please leave a message down below for us on WordPress.com. You can join us at Let's Talk About It Buffalo podcast on WordPress.com. It is amazing that the month has already accumulated 8 days. 8 days. We're 8 days into this month, and it's going by so very, very fast. We have a great celebration that's coming up this coming Monday. We'll be celebrating the late Dr. Martin Luther King. And on our podcast, we're going to take out a moment and celebrate Dr. Martin Luther King with all of the world. We're going to play a couple of his videos, and we want to share all of that with you here on our podcast show. Also on our Rumble app, and also on Facebook and Instagram and Twitter. So we're excited about celebrating Dr. Martin Luther King on next Monday. Next Monday will be the holiday that we celebrate Dr. Martin Luther King. Dr. Martin Luther King fought for so much and has given us the opportunity to share him on our podcast show. As I said, we're wrapping up in about 2 minutes, but it's been amazing. We've been away for a while. We've been working on new material. As you know, we are on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Rumble app, YouTube. So we're doing everything that we can to make these videos for you, and also this podcast through our audio. We're working very hard to do the best we can with the audio that we do have. I tell you, I'm so grateful tonight to share and be here on this podcast and on our live videos as our stream goes across the world. And we thank you so much. As I said before, it won't be a long show. But again, I want to appreciate you and I want to thank you. And how you can join us on all of our social media is very simple. It's right at your fingertips. All you have to do is go to Let's Talk About It Buffalo on Facebook. You can go to Instagram at Let's Talk About It Buffalo 9. You can also join us on Twitter at Let's Talk About It 4. You can join us on the Rumble app at Let's Talk About It Buffalo on the Rumble app. You can join us there at Let's Talk About It Buffalo podcast on the Rumble app. If you're joining us by the way of YouTube, You can join us on YouTube at Let's Talk About It Buffalo Podcast 23. You don't want to miss any videos that we have there. We have videos there right now that you can join and be a part of. Please, ma'am, and please, sir, like, comment, and share on our YouTube page. Please go like, comment, and share. We're so excited. Thank you so much for this opportunity. I know we usually podcast 30 minutes, but again, we just wanted to come with information for you. On tomorrow night, we'll be podcasting 30 minutes of our podcast show on tomorrow night. So don't miss it. We want to take this moment to thank you and enjoy the rest of your night. Until our next video and next podcast, take care. God bless.